Hello, welcome to ED 584, and this is Module 8. So let me share my screen. Okay, here is the Module 8 page, and the photo I took it on my trip a couple weeks ago when I went took President's Day weekend and went to southern Utah, northern Arizona. Photo is near Page, Arizona. And this is of the Marble Canyon of the Colorado River. And I took this off of the Navajo Bridge in Arizona. And the Colorado River is flowing through this Marble Canyon. And then after it gets through the Marble Canyon, then it goes into the Grand Canyon. So that was my location. It's a little bit about the photo for this module. So we get into this module. Um, this module continues our study of the different forms of the ANOVA, specifically focused on the within subjects ANOVA analysis procedure, also referred to as the repeated measures ANOVA, where the one way between subjects ANOVA allowed us to compare independent groups. The within subjects ANOVA allows us to compare related groups and is similar to the related t-test in its purpose. Assumptions of the within subjects ANOVA are similar but different from that of a between subjects ANOVA and should be closely reviewed. When working with SPSS, you'll find that the organization of the data for a within subjects ANOVA needs to be structured in a different manner than how it was done with the between subjects ANOVA. For a within subjects procedure, each factor level should be recorded in SPSS as its own variable. In other words, if the research involves a factor with 3 levels, the data set will need at least 3 separate variables, one for each factor level. If it was a 4 level, then you'd have 4 separate variables. Thinking back on the between subjects ANOVA, you will note this is a different way to organize the data. And as we get into here for the directions, review the module objectives and scan through the module in its entirety, then proceed with the following steps. And for the readings, we'll have you read Chapter 13 of the Statistics for the Behavioral Sciences. And this is analysis of variance one way within subjects, the repeated measures design. We provided the supporting PowerPoint slideshow from the author, and we've also provided a YouTube video on the one way within subjects ANOVA. For the assessment is your reflective commentary, and I will be putting up my 2 cents, and I'll also be recording that for you. After finishing the study of the topics within this module, I recommend you take some time to review the materials covered in the course to date. Also, familiarization with published studies that have used the ANOVA method will be valuable in better understanding how the procedure is used and how it is reported within formal publications. Finally, we're near the end. We're near the midterm of the semester. It's been a quick 2 months. Now we're at the midterm, and it's going to be a quick time's going to fly as we go from the midterm to the end of the semester. May's going to be here before you know it. I ask that you go in, check the grade section, make sure that you have points awarded for everything that you've submitted. If anything is missing, please let me know. We're coming up to some deadlines. The draft research proposal is due on March 15th. That's just a short paper where you're putting in words what you're going to look to study for your dissertation or thesis and what you're going to build your final project out of. As I've said, we're just a short 2 months away from the deadline for the final project and final presentation. My goal for this is that coming out of this class, you will have a very rough draft of either your chapter 3, the methods chapter for the dissertation, doctoral dissertation or master's thesis, or the method section if you're doing a 2 or 3 article dissertation. This will be something that I'll be able to provide you feedback. It's something that you're able to start to put words on a paper words on paper so that you can receive feedback from me. You can take it from this class, have it to build upon, work with your major professor to continue to revise, continue to edit it, and get it crafted into the final form for your dissertation. For this assignment and for all of the assignments, perfection is not the end goal. Having something having something that you can take for your dissertation, your thesis, or whatever your goals are for the class is what my goal is for the assignments. And it's help you develop the skills necessary to be successful at research. Developing quantitative skills, being able to develop writing skills, research skills is more of a psychomotor skill development than it is an intellectual, cognitive skill development. The more practice you get, the better you are going to be at it. Learning to write, learning to conduct research is more like it's more like learning to weld than any type of knowledge base that we develop. It's a skill. It's skill development. So again, practice leads to experience leads to success. I heard watching a game the other day, one of the color commentators made the comment that perfection is not perfection is not what you're shooting for, even though you're trying to get better, trying to be perfect. We don't win. Most games aren't won because a perfect game is pitched. Most games are won because we've developed the skills to score more points. And that's the way I'm looking at your final project. Something that you can use the feedback, continue to grow as researchers, and be able to use that as you go forward for your doctorate, for your master's thesis, or whatever your goals are. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't take up too much of your time, kind of getting on my soapbox for the final assignment for the assignments in this class. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to meet with me when we have our virtual office hours, or if you would prefer to set up a date and time to meet and we can discuss the assignments, the quantitative assignments, the statistics, the results, or if you wish to discuss your final project, I'd be happy to do that. That's it. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.